Hi beauties! I hope everybody is having a fabulous week. It is so cold here and dreary, which is really weird because it's obviously June, so I don't even know how to dress or what to do, so I figured that it was the perfect day to film for you guys. I know that a lot of you guys had left me comments saying that you were interested in pregnancy-related videos, vlogging, that kind of thing. So today I actually wanted to share a special pregnancy-related video with you guys. I'm going to be sharing my top must-haves for the first trimester of your pregnancy. I am 21 weeks today, actually, so I'm obviously into my second trimester, but because I really didn't share too much during my first trimester, being that I was like extremely nauseous the entire time and I didn't film very much, I didn't really get to share with you guys kind of what things I was loving at that time. I thought this might be an interesting and fun video for you guys, especially those of you who are maybe still in your first trimester of pregnancy, or you're planning on getting pregnant in the future and you're just curious. So these are like my lifesaver, holy grail, what I used my whole first trimester products, and also some of the things that I ate during the first trimester, because you guys know that I was pretty sick. Like, I didn't have morning sickness. I had all day sickness. Sometimes I would like wake up in the middle of the night not feeling well. So I tried a lot of different things and I kind of narrowed it down to what worked for me. The first must-have is like a total give me. Everybody knows that you need this, you use this. I've already talked about this in other videos, so I'm not going to spend very long on it, but my Palmer's Cocoa Butter. And this is the one that is specifically for stretch marks. It helps reduce the appearance of ones that you already have, and it helps, ooh, and I just got it in my hair, nice. And it also helps preventing them from coming. I've gone through, I think this is my 4th bottle, and I'm 21 weeks, so you do the math. One bottle lasts you about a month. Cocoa butter is a definite must-have. I do not have any stretch marks yet. Knock on wood. I'm probably going to jinx myself. I'm not that far along yet. But so far, this has really kept my tummy super moisturized and everything like that. So impressed with that. Next pregnancy must-have. This is from Neutrogena. This is their Body Clear Body Wash. Now, the reason that this is a must-have for me, particularly in the first trimester, is because my hormones, and really anybody that gets pregnant's hormones, are a roller coaster. I mean, they are going to be fluctuating all over the place. Now, not everybody gets acne. I personally did, and I didn't just get it on my face. I got it mostly on my body, which I had never really experienced before. But like my whole chest broke out, my back. I even had like a couple blemishes on my stomach. And I think part of that was hormones, and then maybe the other part of that was using cocoa butter everywhere where I wasn't used to using it. I mean, pregnancy is a lot of fun, okay? So anyways, I have been using this Neutrogena body wash. It has salicylic acid in it. Not super harsh. I really, really like it. So that's another must-have for me. Also, really loving these prenatal gummy multivitamins. And these are from the Up and Up brand, which is the Target generic brand that they sell. I compared all of the supplement facts on the back of this one with some of the like name brand gummy vitamins, as well as the pills. I was taking like these giant horse pill prenatals for a while, and they honestly, seriously, really do have the exact same daily value of vitamins. So why not have the gummy ones? They kind of taste like candy, and they're like coated in this like sugar stuff, and they're fruity and they're delicious, and so highly recommend these. And prenatals obviously are very important, especially in the first trimester when a ton of development is happening. Next must-have is kind of random, but you will probably notice at some point in your pregnancy that your teeth and gums are changing a little bit. And I guess that's because of the hormones. I found that my teeth were like kind of sore, like almost like as if they were shifting, that my gums were more sensitive. Some people experience bleeding gums. So I think it's really important to get a sensitive toothpaste when you're pregnant. I really like this one. This is Colgate's Sensitive Maximum Strength with Whitening. So it's also going to keep your teeth nice and pearly white. Next is an absolute must-have in your first trimester, and it is this little donut Sock Bun bobber. And the reason that this was a must-have for me personally was because, like I said, I was really sick, and for like I think 2 or 3 weeks I just had no motivation once I got out of the shower to blow dry my hair because I was so nauseous in the mornings. So I would always put my hair up in a sock bun, just wet, and it's actually really easy to do a sock bun when your hair is wet and it looks really nice and chic. So if you're wanting to get more of a polished look so that you can still go out during the day, but you don't want to take a ton of time, I highly recommend these little donut bun things. This one is from H&M, really affordable, love it. This is kind of obvious. Of course, when you can wash your hands, wash your hands. But when you're out at stores touching shopping carts and stuff like that, it's a really good idea to have a hand sanitizer in your purse that you can just use real quick. I like this one. I get it at Target because this one contains aloe. So it's not going to dry your hands out. This is again from the Up and Up brand, and it even comes with this little handy rubber thingy so that you can hang it off your bag. But yeah, your immunities are down when you're pregnant and you don't want to get sick. So have your hand sanitizer ready. And this is on me even when I'm not pregnant, okay, because I'm a germaphobe, but that's another story. Next must have is a planner of some kind or a calendar. Because believe it or not, the old wives' tales are true that you will get what they call pregnancy brain. It's where you just can't remember crap. And lately that's been a real problem for me. Like I am just, woo, all over the place, especially when I wasn't feeling well. It was like I couldn't remember my freaking last name. No, it really wasn't that bad, but you know what I mean. So anyways, this is one that I got earlier in the year, and it's just a cute little calendar with a bunch of dates. This is great for just remembering things that you need to do or that you need even at the grocery store, girls. I ain't even kidding. You really cannot remember nothing. And also to keep track of all of your OB appointments, things like that. Now, my next product is not necessarily a must-have, you guys, but it is a fun tool to have, especially for those of us that are like overly anxious and worry a lot. And it's just a little pocket fetal Doppler, and my friend actually gave this to me. Essentially, this is the same little fetal Doppler that they're going to use on you every single month at the OB to check your baby's heartbeat. And so this is just one that you can use at home. So you just get some ultrasound gel right on your belly, you turn this on, see it's on, and then you move the thing around with the gel, of course, and listen for the baby's heartbeat. Now I have done this not too many times, probably like 4 times over 4 months. You don't want to get too crazy with it, and you definitely don't want to rely on this fully to ensure that your baby is healthy. Of course, if you think anything is wrong, you go to the doctor. This is just something that's kind of for entertainment purposes, or if you maybe need some reassurance. I know that there were a couple nights that I was just feeling like anxious and I just wanted to hear the baby's heartbeat, and so my husband and I listened to this, and it's really sweet just to hear the difference between your heartbeat and the baby's whenever you want to. So this is a fun little gadget to get for those of you ladies that are pregnant. And then I have some kind of like diet and morning sickness relief type must-haves. Crackers. I literally am never gonna want to see another freaking cracker for probably as long as I live after this pregnancy is over, because I have basically lived on crackers every morning for 5 months now. And these are the ones for some reason that the baby likes and that I like. Saltines, like premium crackers, are really good too, but they're too dry. These are the original ones, but I also have them in the multigrain, which are excellent. They're like crispier. And I just keep these at my bedside. I also have a bag of these in my purse. Other great options that I was able to keep down, yogurt. My personal favorite is Yoplait Greek yogurt. I eat one every single morning. It's good for baby, and it kind of like coats the stomach, and for some reason, it's just never made me sick. Like I've never thrown up on it, never gotten nauseous from it. Highly recommend trying yogurt. And of course, fruit. Fruit's been a huge staple in my diet for the past few months. Obviously, I don't have to show you guys these, but I don't know, I'm like hungry for it right now. But yeah, oranges, bananas, grapes, strawberries, melons are really good. Really whatever that the baby likes and that you can keep down. I play around, try different things, see what works for you. But yeah, I ate a lot of fruit in my first trimester. I also, every morning after I have my yogurt, and I let that settle, I'll just have a Neutrogena bar. These probably aren't the healthiest thing in the world. They're soft baked with whole grains and real fruit, so it says. But yeah, I just keep these in my bag as well, along with some granola bars. Stuff like this is really good for kind of just getting rid of the morning sickness nice and quick. Just kind of like an easy on-the-go snack when you're feeling nauseous. When I would go out in public, sometimes my nausea would get a little bit worse, and it would kind of help me not feel so sick if I had something in my mouth. So I would carry Tic Tacs with me, and then also just a sugar-free chewing gum. I really like Stride. And then like my number one must have, and I've talked about these before, but they are so good, and I got these on Amazon, are the Preggie Pop Drops. They look like this. They're just little individually wrapped sour candies that come in different flavors. My favorites are the raspberry and the green apple. I recommend them because even though they're sour, they actually work to help with morning sickness. Another option for nausea relief that's natural are Sea-Bands, and they come in a little pack like this. You might have seen people on cruises wearing these before. And they are just little stretchy cotton wristbands. They look like this. They come in different colors, and they actually have like this little plastic knobby thing that sits on a pressure point on your wrist that helps with nausea. So I would wear both of these throughout the day. It just puts pressure on that point. It literally helps so much with my sickness. So definitely recommend giving those a try. And then a super obvious must-have for pregnancy in general, drink lots of water. As soon as you get dehydrated, I promise you that your nausea and sickness is gonna get so much worse. And my last first trimester must-have, a phone app. Highly recommend getting an app for your phone that tells you kind of like what to expect, or where you can kind of keep track of where you're at, the size of the baby. It's a really good way to inform yourself, get daily updates, keep track of where you are in your pregnancy, and they give you tips and stuff like that, which I found really helpful. My favorite apps were Baby Bump Pro, that's the number one, and I'll put everything that I've mentioned down below. The app looks like this, and I know that you can't really see it from where you guys are at, but it tracks where you're at, it tells you a daily tip, you can upload bump photos, how the baby is developing during this particular week. I just think that this one's really good, and by the way, these are all free. I didn't pay for any of these apps. And aside from the Baby Bump Pro, my second favorite app is the What to Expect pregnancy tracker, and you put your due date in and it gives you tips. Your partner can also get the app. David gets updates on his with dad tips, which is really cute. And it also has like a weekly video that shows you how the baby has changed during that week, so that's really fun. So highly recommend both of those free pregnancy apps. A really good resource, especially if it's your first pregnancy like me and you have no idea like what's going on and what you're doing. So I think that those are all of my top must-haves for the first trimester of pregnancy. If you guys are interested in a second trimester and third trimester video kind of with the same thing, must-have products, just let me know down in the comments below and I can continue making these videos. Next video will be finally, I know that you guys are like, what is this girl doing? But my husband is like been so crazy at work. It's been like a crisis at work every day. And I wanted to film together. So the gender reveal video will be the next video on my channel. I promise we're gonna get it up very soon. So just bear with me. But leave me a comment down below. Let me know your first trimester pregnancy must-haves, or really any time in the pregnancy, because I'm already, girl, we're already in the second and we're trucking along. So just let me know what you were loving. I'd be really interested to hear. Thank you guys so much for being here, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.